Lord Charon? We are victorious indeed, my lord, and thanks in no small part to all you've done. I trust that Nyx has already visited with you, but what of all the gold that remains? Then you shall have it. Almost out of here. From the top, then.
Soak it up, lady. One of our proud sponsors made all our dreams come true. A brand new stage and a collaboration with one of the biggest names this side of the sea.
Charybdis, here with you. This is no sponsor's doing, but the will of night. As fear spreads, so do these manifestations of nightmares. My own, apparently.
Badmouth our sponsor all you like, but they got taste, and you do not. We're debuting our latest single thanks to them, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. At least not the first part. This song's called Rock in a Hard Place! Straight up onto our shore. Maybe you're all that not enough. You said you wanted more. What you wishing for?
About that. There it is. The stone. Back to the fields, then. Don't give in. Don't give in. Mourners. This is my father's realm. Illuminate my path. I think I'm finished here. Right. Thirsty for more, are we? All banished for now. In the name of Hades. Superior might. Grow golden once again.
I didn't think you could, but I did, so I won't. But I will say, cheers for everything. I know we might not be completely done, but if a bit of pressure's off now, good.
2 down. Cleared up.
What you need that for?
Transform. That's 2 down.
There you are.
Moonlight guide you.
Fine. Well, look who. Also lost here in these fields, I guess. trade you a map or something if I had one, but you wouldn't have been able to afford it, so I'd use it to get out of here myself.
I doubt a map would be of any use, as these pathways seem to shift from night to night. I've been able to make use of the golden boughs scattered about, at least. What about you?
The golden boughs? Had no idea those did anything but look all sad. Guess I should have paid better attention when the headmistress was droning on and on over that cauldron.
I said I don't need your aid. Watch yourself, Nem.
Suit yourself.
Think I can finally go. No, you don't. Flourish. Next. This doesn't belong here.
The infinite dark. One to go.
This is going to be a blast.
Greater focus. Hear me, on my authority. Echo, echo, echo. You like getting to roam free here, don't you? I know you don't like cleanings, but it's time.
What's this, Witchy? Let's flatten Witchy.
beats guarding underworld gates, the monstrous hound perhaps is thinking at this time.
Feel better, Cerberus. There. For Nyx. Which keepsake now? Here goes. No renovations here. The ever-shifting halls of Tartarus. Chambers of Tartarus, a line.
Reconfigured Tartarus. Oh, it isn't daughter.
Grandfather has arranged all this. All right. The trap is set. That's a bite. I caught a jiffy. Enough of that.
Got a discerning eye.
Good.
If you were openly refused, in my place you would certainly respond as I shall now.
Let's take it easy now.
Sparks are gonna fly.
Let's all just take a breath.
There is no limit to the wrath of Olympus. Best not invite it on yourself again.
More steps to be retraced. Thank the fates. Okay. Olympus, I accept this message. Titan. The House of Hades. Welcome back, Lord Charon.
Just in time.
Moonlight, guide us.
This is for you.
Good. You are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
No, not yet. What shall happen if I prevail, let alone fail? Are you certain any of this shall even work?
Well, I am relatively certain, yes. The visions I can conjure up of Asphodel. The principle of this is much the same, and you have likewise demonstrated aptitude at breaking free of temporal restraints.
So I'm to enter the house exactly as before, and deal with this remnant Kronos as I have in the past. Then you shall do the rest.
Exactly so. First I shall create a shift whilst you enter, then you do what you must with the wrong-headed version of me in there. We shall be rid of the mere possibility of him.
All right then, off I go.
Farewell.
Wow, it worked.
You again. Insolent girl. I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You are an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
What is this foolishness, this mockery? You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Begone! Prepare. Alas, I have more guests I wish for you to meet. Manners. History repeats. Three, two, one. I have had it with you.
Let's platinum with him.
What is that clanging sound? My legions tend to be more punctual than this.
Sparks are gonna fly.
Perish. resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth. What I feel most odd.
Another good night killing time. Remains of Kronos.
A vision of the House of Hades, overtaken by the Titan of Time. One possibility that could have come to pass, had not the princess just eradicated him.
I can get used to this.
Thus did Melinoe, the unseen princess of the underworld, prevent the very possibility that time could turn so cruelly against the gods again. At least one possibility, of which there may be many, many more. For time flows like a river, and its passage and its currents take strange turns. The princess never did see the true House of Hades again, not on this night at least. But it is still entirely a mess from all which the Titan wrought, so she did not miss much.
Return to Shadow now. Is that singing? That's one fewer possibility that things will run afoul for us again.
Took you long enough.
How happy we all seem. And in that moment in time, we truly were.
Got a new picture there, I see. That from your mom and dad. Looks newer than the other one. You're all grown up.
It was a bit of a parting gift, considering I won't be staying at the House of Hades with the rest of them. Though I'll be seeing them around, I think.
Oof, harsh. How come they didn't want you living in their subterranean stronghold with them? You're their kid.
They did want me to stay, it's just... my home is here. They're my family, but so is this.
What, have you lost your mind? Wait, I'm your family too? That's what you're saying?
Sure, if you're up for it.
Oh, all right, I guess why not?
Begging your pardon, Shades.
Good show that time.
Into the earth you go. The song from our flight.
I'll admit it, Apollo had a lot to do with this one, but I still like it, and it reminds me of how we all got to soar together through the sky. Join me a bit?
The night is ours, Shades.
Just got this in.
Trade you. to Gaia.
Got him, huh? Ran into Nyx last night. So whenever she's had her fill of being around Hades and Persephone, she goes off to Chaos for a little quiet time. I can see the appeal.
She's not doing it to get away from my parents. With all that the Underworld's gone through, don't you think Night and Chaos might have a lot to discuss?
Sure. Trying to imagine what they even talk about. It continues to be very dark here, Chaos. Yes, it does, Nyx.
Sorry.
Ambrosia. Look, you should know my never-to-be-used stash is just about full. Wouldn't want for it to overflow.
You could always invite me to the taverna, where we might cut into that stash of yours a bit. Why hoard it forever? Besides the reasons that you previously said.
Not going to invite you anywhere as long as you keep this up. And I don't appreciate you making light of the subject of avoiding excess. My area of expertise, not yours.
I'm sorry, Nemesis. I wasn't aiming to be rude. Words I cannot entirely believe I'm saying, much less feeling, since we used to trade barbs all the time.
Things sure were nice and simple then, weren't they? But now we're stuck in whatever pattern this is, till we break free, and we're doing that now. No more Ambrosia. Ever.
Ever? What about bath salts?
Everything proceeding as expected in the new phase of your task thus far, Goddess? Stretching the definition of expected, perhaps, as this is new territory for us all.
It's an unusual assignment, ensuring time flows freely. If done correctly, everything will seem as before. And even if not, there's no guarantee anything will go wrong.
Well, that makes this sound more familiar than I thought. Life in all its uncertainties. Anyway, we're watching Kronos and ensuring that your route remains intact.
I'll make the most of it. Thank you.
Ere you depart. So, is it working out thus far? This change of plan, as our tactician would say? Should you see even the slightest trace of the old Kronos, do notify me at once.
Grandfather appeared where and when we discussed. His claims about these remnant possibilities out of time appear to be accurate. Shall we continue?
We may as well see where it leads. Also, I wish to thank you for your concern for me before, and express my gratitude that you decided to remain with us. I was angry with your decision at first, but no longer.
It was not a difficult decision for me, Headmistress. It would have been harder had I realized it might anger you. I've been to both the Palace of Zeus and the House of Hades, and neither has a cauldron or soft earth beneath my feet.
I understand only too well, Millenoi. And I would have chosen the same, except I thought you would have been the wiser. Now you are stuck here. Another lost soul in the crossroads twixt heaven and hell.
But I'm not lost. I'm where I wish to be.
Truly.
I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together, then. But that's not bad. We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Malinois. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
May moonlight guide us.
And may shadows conceal us.
By now I've learned something of dreams and time. Headmistress, if I may. If time flows freely forth, then I would see a prior point, a possibility. So mote it be. Through dreams and time, the past reveals itself.
There you are.
Some olives. Drink of the earth.
There are no second chances in this world. The Titan Kronos once intoned that there is no undoing past mistakes. Mere fleeting possibilities, lost to time.
Possibilities that could have been. We'll see this realm restored. Your mother and the rest are safe, Lord Hypnos. They'll surely be expecting your return and presumed you'd wake after all this, but you're still sound asleep. Well, don't worry. I made you a promise, and I intend to keep it. What say the Arcana?
Excellent choice. Can I take your order?
How about a new look for the old Arcana?
Anything else?
Grant me the aspect of my mother.
Save the queen.
The aspects of the nocturnal arms. Much deeper than it looks. Grant me the aspect of Medea.
Oh, she's a scary one.
I have returned. Become even stronger.
Oh, you try it on me. Way to stick it to that Kronos guy.
I meant to note, I had an unusual experience at the House of Hades. I heard no mention of you there, despite your distinguished status. Only of a skeleton who would stand watch outside. Skelly, perhaps akin to that?
Kiddo, you think we skeletons are all the same? That's way over the line, pal. Come on, I would have thought. Unbelievable.
What? I didn't mean to suggest... Oh, I apologize.
I mean, I swear.
Not quite as damp as Oceana's here, is it? The task continues. All right.
What have you done? The Titan Kronos ought to have been destroyed, not taken in. The rot is in his very soul and cannot be removed. But my daughter, she sent word that she is well, and what am I to do with all of this?
Excellent.
If boons start with a plus level, and the max random bonus level for boons is 3, why does it not have any max or any boost to its level?
The dead don't seem to want to leave. Smite them. Did this skull just smile? Through Ophira as before. way to getting out of there. Out. Sister Selene. Great Eye of Night who watches over me. May your brilliance always shine across the world.
The customary gifting of the gods. I am becoming fond of this cycle. Some traditions of Olympus may be worth adopting after all.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Your headmistress revealed more to me about your current charge, ensuring that our time flows freely forward from here on. I understand this newer task may have no end in sight, so bid you pace yourself accordingly.
Dark side.
The time sign's back. Out of shells.
The monster's down and out? And I mean out for good, as in we can't find any trace of him at all. They're telling me you turned Typhon to ash, dearie. That's proper scary stuff.
Sure, why not? Blast. Got them, Phrenos. Show me the surroundings. From the forge.
You bloody did it then. Whatever it is, everybody here has got their own idea, but I reckon Typhon's gone and Kronos he's touched in the head, so all in all, not bad.
Long have my brothers, foster sisters, and I warred against the Titan Kronos, and yet now we are to have a truce? I shall not trust in him any time soon. You need but say the word, and we shall seal him away for good.
Done here.
himself you dealt with last night, but some sort of fluke of possibility that happened all because of how you dealt with him in the first place. I've seen a lot of things, Em, but this is a first.
Infinite possibility. I grow strong. In the name of Hades. Finally.
If you're starved for conversation, you'll have better fortune with the boatman there.
Such a farce.
Why am I unsurprised you're still here offering your wares, even with everything that's happened recently, my lord? You won't stop until the underworld's entirely restored. Not even then. Got it. Good find. I've heard in times past you'd discreetly transport shipments of ambrosia all the way into the depths of Tartarus. And knowing you, my lord, you would never sample your own wares. So here, this is a gift, not a delivery. May there soon come such a time.
You again? Where'd that one witch go? And all the bodies, huh? And just as I was starting to like the new aroma around here.
You and all of us are subject to the will of Night, Cyclops. Lady Medea was drawn here for that reason alone. For my part, I find it easier not having to contend with you both.
You want things easy, then what are you even doing over here? You just passed through one of the hardest towns I know, and things are only gonna get rougher.
No shells. Those sheep. That'll show him. This keepsake's done. This way.
when the armies of Kronos marched on Olympus, mighty Poseidon split the very land asunder, and so the gods contend with naval forces now.
Not a mistake, an opportunity. This way. Why look, Raval? I'll take it from here.
The path you face.
Was ugly.
Hi. Be safe, Icarus.
Same. Where have you been, Millie? Not seen you here or anywhere in far too many nights. Something's off. I don't know what, but I think Kronos might be up to something new. His forces have been acting very strange.
His forces have been acting very strange because Kronos abandoned his campaign. Icarus, our war is won. The House of Hades is restored. You'd not believe me if I told you how, but it's true.
Kronos has given up. Wait, what? No, but we just fought more of his forces here. You're really serious?
When am I not? The Titan of Time is changed. We were able to get through to him finally in the moment when his continued existence was on the line. I'm off to Olympus now to make certain things are stable over there.
I can't believe it. Well, I mean, of course I can. You got him, finally! You did get him, didn't you? I don't know what to say. Have one of these? Careful with that.
Come on up. Charybdis? Throw it away for now. Hear me, on my authority. Flame of the hearth.
And butterblock. Pleasant dreams and sound of bells, sesame and snail shell. How very fortunate. Where have you been for all these nights, Poppet? So many oddities took place, each stranger than the last. Those ghastly sailing ships out there all seem to lose their course for one. I know not what occurred.
Kronos is defeated, madam, and I mean for good. That's likely why his forces have been notably disorganized, although they're not gone, and neither is he. Has Headmistress not communicated this?
Good heavens, why no? Unless... Well, I can be very isolated here. Perchance I missed some message she relayed. Oh, so then you mean to tell me you're victorious?
Well, yes. What now remains is to ensure he'll not rise up against the gods again, ever. He or Typhon.
Oh my, this is... Oh, I must confer with Our Lady Hecate at once. But first, please, quickly, make your choice. Now off with you!
Why, thank you.
Moonlight guide you.
Laughable. Come on. Done here. It's Charon. Moonlight, guide us.
to order. Mayhap expecting someone else? Or just as likely not expecting anybody in particular? Because a blessing is a blessing, ain't that right?
Fine work as always.
Trouble. Not seen you here in a while, babe. And what happened to Typhon anyway? There's been no sign of him at all.
Typhon had to leave reality as we know it. Though, sorry, Eris. I suppose you didn't even have a chance to introduce yourself to him, did you?
No, I didn't. Though if he's so easy to get rid of, maybe it's for the best. So what are you going to Olympus for anyway? It better not be some sort of feast, because I wasn't invited.
She never learns. There.
The embodiment of strife has vanished, yet her influence remains, as Earth and Sea alike remain embroiled in a cataclysmic conflict she is keen to endlessly perpetuate.
Eris must be having the time of her life. Mine. The path to Olympus. Titan's remnant nation still not giving up. No shells. Hold the argent skull. Onward. Ooh. Soon you shall be afraid of me, Draken. They'll burn. This'll be quick. Olympus. Olympus, I accept this message.
Something nearby.
Some adamant. Lady Demeter!
Are you all right?
There we go.
At this rate, we might someday have ourselves a feast to rival one arranged by Dionysus himself. Then let us fight with all our might to bring about such an enticing possibility.
Here's to a future where you've time enough for feasting, not just military strategy. Though I'd not want to see you battle Dionysus, even when it comes to organizing feasts.
We have achieved a monumental victory, cousin. Although the annihilation of one's enemies can be a serviceable outcome in war, surrender often is preferred. I trust the others have expressed their gratitude.
Yes, of course. And congratulations to you all, Lady Athena. My only regret is that this siege cannot immediately cease, given what's left to be done.
Abandon that regret, for the rabble that still plagues Olympus is nothing. As for Prometheus, though I am skeptical about his role in this new strategy, I have persuaded Father to go along with it for now. Your choice? Done. Let us be off.
What haunts this place, come forth. Thank you, Selene.
The Nightmare Bringer.
Back to dust. For me. Coinage. Hail, likeness of Charon. In the name of Hades. Help, help, help.
Not had your fill. Well, agent of change. The monster Typhon is eliminated and my master certainly is not himself. Or rather, now he is. Many have said they knew you could do it, but only I truly did. Yet you know as well as I that we're not finished.
Kronos has surrendered, but here you still are, giving his remnant legions their orders. Decided to take matters into your own thieving hands, then?
That I decided long ago, when I gave myself to your Lord Uncle's chains. And I still oppose you, yes. For what you seek beyond, you shall find only through the flames of battle.
No shells.
what little foresight you can muster.
Waves of flame.
Strange. We have you surrounded. Watch this. Expected. Try to find a pattern if you wish, but there is none. You'll burn. Sure enough. Very clever. Out of my sight. I could not stop you. On the contrary, you needed to prevail. So swift.
Fly on home. For the realm. Gemstones from the earth. That shade needs you, Phrynos. Be free.
Onward!
The leaf.
Ah, there you are, my girl. As you have faithfully retraced your path, now I, in turn, may shift you to a different sort of time in which a remnant of the monstrous Typhon yet looms large over this very place. Ready?
Not quite. Shall this go much like at my father's house? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been.
If all proceeds as planned, then yes. I shall create a shift as you depart. Seek that monster and do battle, so that we may yet eliminate even the possibility of him.
Very well, then.
See you later.
I'm back. closer to the top. That broodling again. Creature. The sheer might of the moon.
Endless horrors spewed from Typhon are of every shape and size, including relatively sinister and larger ones recently fallen to the princes of the underworld's wrath.
I'll slay them all. Here he comes. A few more floors. Retreated.
If there's one good thing about this war, it's that even our most reserved family members have to rise up and make themselves known. or just make themselves known in the case of my good son Hephaestus here.
Another one of your fine jests there, Dad, and right in Witch's earshot too. Just when I thought he couldn't possibly stoop to me level, he continues to surprise.
Thunderous power. Huh.
Something you need? Now, wait, is Typhon gone, or isn't he? Because there's been no sign of him, but now Gramps has these little time pockets, and once we go in, it's like Typhon never left.
That's more or less a way to understand it, but how are you even here? I didn't realize Grandfather was sending others through. Do you even know how to get back?
I run fast enough, I can get back. Gramps also left the others with the means to get us out, and we're keeping a close eye on him. I better take a look around.
Careful out there. Olympus, I accept this message. The Smith God's power. I accept this gift.
Hello, flower.
Shored up. Now.
The wrath of Olympus, monstrous wretch! Fight on! This was as long as I could stay.
He's wearing down. 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 He's wearing down.
A victory paid for with ample blood.
To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It worked. Dawn.
Sworn to do our right.
Grandfather with the king and queen.
Ruling the
Granddaughter.
Salutations.
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Melinui to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you had been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melinui, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Goodbye.
Be safe.
We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Kronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melinui. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along, once every few seasons at least. Oh, and here, to keep you warm.
Grandmother, is this for me? Thank you.
The sun shall rise.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Kronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, alright?
Alright. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now.
Mel, wake up.
Shall we go again, Phrenos? Perhaps we're dealing with infinite possibilities.
What have you done? So hold on. How is it you're going after the Titan of Time way down below, but he's also attacking Olympus way up top? Is he two separate guys or just the one?
Well, it's not really him I'm going after anymore. But in any case, Kronos appointed someone else to lead the assault on Olympus. A different Titan called Prometheus.
A different Titan called Prometheus? Prometheus. Huh.
Yes, the Titan of Foresight. Even you probably know the tale of his punishment for stealing from the gods.
No, it's... I think... Nah, don't worry about it. See you later, Mel.
You sure?
Prometheus.
You're here, Lord Charon. As promised. Now we wait. Salutations to the shades of the unseen.
To your success. How fares your effort to cleanse all of the disorder Kronos wrought? I trust this new task doesn't fall solely to you.
Oh, everybody's pitching in, even Kronos, my grandfather. You heard what happened to him, right? His new self seems more tolerable than before.
Death to Kronos. To his old self. I don't know how you managed it, Princess. Perhaps not even my sisters could know such a thing, wherever they may be.
We ought to find where they've been exiled, and I don't think Kronos can simply tell us. What about you? Perhaps enough has changed that you can locate them somehow.
I often search the void where you and I first met, since the Fates would sometimes go there too. But it's a vast place.
We'll keep searching. The Fates again. I salute you, Shades.
Got me fair and square again, Trouble. More than a couple times. Starting to think maybe I'm losing it, you know?
Oh, you poor thing. Please, let me cheer you up so you'll proceed to fight against me even harder than before.
You mock me when I'm vulnerable. Fine. But don't expect to cry on this shoulder when things take a turn for the worse when it comes to your stuff. Out of my face.
Oh, hey.
What do I need? Here you are.
be pursuing your responsibilities with diligence. Each child of mine a valuable asset to the Witch of the Crossroads in my absence.
Whatever she says goes, Mother. We did what we could.
And Hypnos, he was here throughout this whole ordeal as well. Be certain to pay due respect to Hecate. You may remain here for the time, so long as more is to be done, and that you all continue to cooperate. Are we understood?
Of course, Mother. We cooperate here all the time.
Of that I am now certain. But I cannot remain to see it with my own eyes, for the realm has need of me below. Farewell, and may darkness guide you where moonlight cannot.
Bye, Mother.
Let us briefly speak. Lest you be tempted otherwise, do keep the details of what transpired at the House of Hades closely guarded, such as what you now recall. Rumors of your command over dreams and time may spread, but not the truth.
Because we achieved what should not have been possible. But all these memories I've gained, perhaps I can tell you more about them sometime at least, and others with whom I'm close.
Perhaps, eventually. Though for now, discretion's the priority by will of Night herself. You are saved some complicated explanations in so doing as well.
That's certainly true. Grandmother's recipe. Power to create. It'll be worth the wait.
Here's what we've got.
Let's do it.
Got it.
Oh.
Just can't go wrong with moon-themed stuff, I guess.
This sounds good.
It's your stuff. Should make things look a little classier, maybe?
Huh. Let's make it happen.
Yes!
Like it's springtime all the time. I think I remember springtime.
This seems promising.
Uh-huh.
I think a hanging light would go quite nicely over there.
It's nice.
Hey, I've got these bath salts here that are more than enough for me, if you're not busy at the moment.
Mel, you know I like doing nothing. Sitting in the hot springs with you? Well, that's gotta be the next best thing, so shall we? Bet this water's pretty comfortable. Like being cooked in a cauldron, isn't it?
Don't you ever wonder how you used to be, Dora? When you were flesh and blood? I bet you were very beautiful.
What? Seriously? Is it because of my voice or because of my curves? Nah, you're just messing with me.
I am not. It's because of your confidence, I suppose. You're very self-assured. Some shades cower before me, but you and I always got on.
Well, some shades are total buffoons. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me how I used to be. If I was happy about it, I figure I'd remember.
You think you've deliberately forgotten your past?
Yeah. Why else would I have forgotten everything? Probably took a couple swigs from the river Lethe, and that was that. Clean slate.
The river of forgetfulness. You think you were down in Elysium?
Maybe. Who knows? You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had a good time with you back there. Thanks, Mel.
May I? Here you'll grow strong. I see. So that's it. Xanth, reveal your secrets.
Let's see him.
Xanth? The Fang.
Smart.
Huzzah for the savior of Olympus!
Commander, what is the consensus here about Prometheus? If some mortals venerated him, perhaps you and your disciples feel conflicted that he now opposes us.
The Titan who brought fire, reason, good eats, and the arts and stuff to mortal kind. Then faced the vengeance of the gods for all of that. Can't stand the guy, let him have it.
Wait, you can't stand him even though he did so much for you? Though mortals can be difficult to please.
Well, let's see. Has he been nice to you, or has he tried to kill you? So what if he butted us up way back when? Not like he's done much for us lately.
He has tried to kill me. Welcome to your new home.
Observe the pitch black stone.
Let darkness spread.
For the realm. By my birthright. For the unseen. Here we go again.
I shall never forgive Kronos, nor do I wish to see his wretched countenance again. But if whatever spell you cast on him has truly withered his ambitions, then so be it. Perhaps there was no other way.
Something else? Seeds. Come on, sticklers.
which we would have used against Typhon had you not found more of a targeted solution. Nearly something Hephaestus has been working on, half-heartedly. Would have cost my son his favored forge, and more.
Adequate.
Unfortunately, we have work, so it's going to be us probably till tomorrow. Thanks for watching.